All right, team, as we start looking towards our INM2, this one's going to be a lot shorter because it's context clues, and we've done this before, so it's going to be a quick review. Remember, you've got 4 steps. Step 1 is to write a synonym that you understand next to each answer choice. And here, remember, you need to use the dictionary, and today, to save time, we're just going to use the online dictionaries or Google. Remember, you're just going to write in the words, and make sure you write this down so that you don't forget. Type into Google, define, write in the word, click enter, and it will give you a list. After you put an answer or a synonym for each answer choice, you are then going to look up the word that you are trying to identify. Choose the best synonym for that definition and write it above the word itself. And I'll show you how to do that in a second. And then step 4 is to make sure that the synonym fits into the main idea or gist of the paragraph. So the question that I'm looking at for this INM is number 6. Read this sentence from paragraph 3. And the king granted the youths the freedom they had craved for so long. The word craved means avoided, defended, questioned, wanted. Okay, so I'm going to look at paragraph 3, which is right here. And it says at the very last, and the king granted the youths the freedom they had craved for so long. Okay, so that's the sentence I'm looking at, and it looks like my gist for this paragraph was lets them go, and it sounds dangerous. So this is when the king lets his sons go, he kind of says it in a way that makes it sound like something dangerous is going to happen, because he says treacherous, terrible, remain aware at all times, watch out. So it seems like he's kind of nervous for their safety in this moment when he lets them go. So the king granted the youths the freedom they had craved for so long. Okay, when I look at the question, the first answer choice was avoided. So I looked up avoided, and here I looked at synonyms: keep away from, stay away from, steer clear of, give a wide berth to, fight, shy of, something like that. So I'm just going to, I know keep away from, and I know avoided is a word that you probably know, but this is just getting in good test-taking habits. So here I'm going to say keep away, keep away. Then I'm going to go look at defended. Defended synonyms: protect. It's a one that's easy one for me to know. So next to defended, I'm going to write protect. Then questioned. Questioned, my synonym was interrogate. Okay, that's a hard word. I don't actually know what that means. Cross-examine, cross-question, quiz. Okay, quiz I know. And again, I know this question is pretty easy. But remember, we're still getting in good habits for a CA2. And then wanted. Yeah, of course, we all know what wanted means, but let's just see what wanted means. Okay, desires, wish for. Okay. Desire. Then I'm going to look up craved, because that's the word that I'm looking for. So that's the last thing that I do. Craved, my synonyms were long for, yearn for, desire, want, wish for. And let's see, the definition was to feel a powerful desire for something. Looks like desire is a really, is a strong synonym for craved, like to desire. And based on that, I can see that wanted is my best choice because the synonyms match, but also wanted, it means the same thing as desire, and so those match up really nicely. Now, the last thing is to make sure that it matches up with the way that it's used in the passage. So here, and the king granted the youths the freedom that they had craved, that they had wanted, that they had desired for so long. Okay, that makes a lot of sense to me because I know after reading paragraphs 1, 2, and 3 that the youths for like their entire lives have been trying to convince their father, the king, to let them go from where they grew up, the Upmeads. And so they had craved this freedom. They had wanted this freedom for a really long time. Therefore, the best answer is going to be D. Now, you all are going to look at, now that I've done 6, you're going to answer questions 7, 8, and 9 using this process. You need to have a synonym written next to each answer choice, as well as a synonym written above the definition, and make sure, because sometimes they give you CA questions where synonyms might match up in definition, but they don't match up in the way that they use them in the passage. So make sure that the answer choice you're choosing makes sense in the passage that you're plugging it into, and use those gist statements to help you remember what's going on in the story at that time. You all may go ahead and start working on questions 7, 8, and 9. When you're finished, make sure you tell me how many out of 4 you got correct. If you got any incorrect, you'll know when you plug them into the Google Doc and kind of do a reflection on your learning there. And you all may go ahead and begin that now.